morning, class. My name is Gabrielle Polikoff, and today I'm going to be doing an informative speech on orca whales in captivity. When visiting parks like SeaWorld, the killer whale show with orcas is always a family favorite. These types of shows have been performed for decades. They are a huge moneymaker for the parks. What the public doesn't see, however, is how these whales are treated behind the scenes. Park attendees are unaware of the effect that captivity has on this beautiful species, including collapsed dorsal fins, shorter lifespans, and fatal fights between the orcas due to the nature of their species. To begin with, I'm going to be speaking about dorsal fins. A dorsal fin is the unpaired fin on the back of a fish or whale, or the tall triangular fin commonly seen when sharks or whales swim to the surface of water. The purpose of the dorsal fin is to stabilize the animal, assist in sudden turns, and help them slip through water more efficiently. According to Jennifer Kennedy, the author of Killer Whale Dorsal Fin Collapse, a study was done in New Zealand that showed that 23% of killer whales had collapsed or bent dorsal fins. Dorsal fin collapse in the wild is very rare, but in captivity is seen quite frequently. Animal rights activists say that these fins collapse because of the gruesome conditions that the whales are kept in. 100% of male orcas in captivity have collapsed dorsal fins, as well as many of the females. People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, also known as PETA, have studied that these fins collapse because of the unnatural diet fed to the whales and the lack of space for swimming. But if you ask any SeaWorld worker, they will tell you that it is completely normal for it to occur and that it just happens with old age. To continue, the lifespan of this magnificent species is tremendously reduced. In the wild, the average life expectancy for males is 60 to 70 years and 80 to 100 for females. The average age of death for orcas that have died in captivity is 14 years. In the wild, orcas swim about 100 miles a day and are clearly unable to do that if they are trapped in a tank that isn't even as long as they are. They also normally would dive up to 1,000 feet, yet tanks limit them to 50. These tanks are shorter than the length of a single adult orca. A recent paper written by two former SeaWorld trainers in the journal Marine Mammal Science divulged that 63% of whales that died in captivity were there for less than 6 years. It is sad to see that these whales have nothing to do but perform unnatural tricks and swim in circles until they pass away. The whales are also fed an abnormal diet in captivity. In their natural environment, in an ocean, they would hunt for sea lions, dolphins, seals, and porpoises. But while in the custody of SeaWorld or other parks, they're fed frozen thawed fish, which is not nutritious enough for them to survive long and healthy lives. Last but not least, these whales that are placed together in captivity come from different parts of the world. Whales, just like humans, speak different languages depending on the pod and part of the world that they are from. Them being placed in these inadequate enclosures together is like putting two people in a room that speak different languages. There is no way for them to communicate, leading to nothing but fighting or silence. For whales, they tend to try and establish dominance, so when put in a tiny tank together, it breeds conflict. In the wild, when two whale pods pass each other, they just continue swimming because there is an entire ocean to explore. Obviously, that is impossible for the whales at theme parks like SeaWorld. The fighting has gotten so bad, the whales have been known to severely injure each other and even kill in some instances. In the event that this does happen, the trainers can do nothing about it but wait it out, leaving the whales brawling until one is defeated. A vet can only examine the whale when the fight is over, but most of the time, it is too late. In conclusion, whales in captivity suffer from collapsed dorsal fins, shorter lifespans, and fatal fights. Types of parks like SeaWorld have been around for what seems like forever and most likely will not be shut down anytime soon. These whales are cornered until the animal activists win, but for now it is up to us to be informed and protect these unique mammals. Thank you.